This is from the subreddit entitled People. Girl demands to use my hotel room and calls me selfish when I say no. So the OP here is 30 male. So I recently went on a short work trip and stayed at a mid-range hotel. Nothing fancy, just clean and quiet. When I arrived, there was just one person ahead of me at the check-in desk as I arrived way before the check-in time. The person ahead of me was a girl who seemed irritated. She was complaining that her room wasn't ready yet. From what I overheard, it had something to do with the type of room or cleaning schedule. Honestly, I didn't care. When it was my turn, the front desk handed me my key without issue as my room was ready early. So I thanked them and started heading toward the elevator. That's when she suddenly turned to me and said, "Wait, your room's ready? Seriously? I have been waiting here and you just walk in and get one?" I just said, "Yeah, I guess mine was already prepped." She goes, "Can I use your room for like half an hour just to freshen up and lie down or something? I've been waiting and I'm exhausted." I was caught off guard but quickly said, "No, sorry, I'm not comfortable with that." She got annoyed fast. "What's the big deal? We are both staying here. It's not like I'm some random person." I replied, "Still, I don't know you. I'm not letting someone I just met into my hotel room. You'll have to wait like everyone else." She rolled her eyes and said something under her breath and went back. Later that evening, I saw her at the hotel restaurant with another girl and she gave me a dirty look like I had personally ruined her day. Also, shouldn't she be more cautious of strangers than me? She didn't know me. I could have been anyone. What if I was a creep or worse? Some people have zero awareness when entitlement takes over. Well, I don't know how I don't know how people not think this through. Maybe she has just not read enough true crime. That's all I think of it. Next is from the subreddit Am I the Asshole? Am I the asshole for not letting the woman adopting my baby hold her first? So, about 9 months ago, I, 22 female, accidentally became pregnant with my boyfriend's child, who is 21 male. Neither of us were in a position to be raising a child, but cousin of my boyfriend, who we'll call F, is having trouble conceiving. She and her husband, 30, oh wait, so the cousin is 34 female and the cousin's husband is 35 male, have been trying for a baby for 5 years, and she had multiple incredibly traumatic miscarriages in the process. Recently, F, the cousin, has come to terms with the fact that she'll be unable to have kids, as just confirmed by her doctor. When she heard of my pregnancy, her and her husband approached me and my boyfriend with an offer. F wants a baby that's biologically related to her, but she's unable to have children. But because she's related to my boyfriend and my baby will also be related to her, she said that if I carry this child to term and let her adopt it, she'll help pay for me and my boyfriend's college tuitions. Me and my boyfriend discussed it and we eventually came to an agreement. With the help of a lawyer, we drew up a contract allowing her to adopt the baby in turn for her giving us a sum of money enough to pay the tuition of our chosen colleges. The next 9 months were surprisingly easy. F and her husband helped financially support us throughout the pregnancy, and my boyfriend was incredibly supportive too. When the due date eventually came, everything went as planned. I went to the hospital, got an epidural, and hours later the baby was out. A perfectly healthy baby girl. Both F and my boyfriend were present in the delivery room. The issue came after the birth. Immediately after giving birth, the nurse, who did not know about the agreement, handed the baby to me for skin to skin. I didn't ask them to. F immediately started freaking out, screaming how she was supposed to be the first one to hold Ophelia, the fake name I'll be using for the baby. Okay. She was yelling that those first moments of bonding were so important for creating attachment to the mother that I was taking that from her. that the baby was going to hate her now because of it, etc., etc. Because of all her screaming, Ophelia started crying even louder, and my boyfriend started yelling at F to be quiet because she was scaring me and the baby. F eventually calmed down but spent the next 30 minutes sobbing. She was too hysterical to hold the baby, so my boyfriend just ended up holding Ophelia while F's husband drove down to pick up F. That was a month ago, and everything else has gone to plan. F and her husband adopted the baby. Me and my boyfriend's tuitions paid off. I'm healing nicely from the pregnancy, and I'll just be a fun aunt to Ophelia instead of a mother. I still feel bad though because F still refuses to talk to me. I feel for her because I know she's has a lot of trauma related to feeling like a bad mother due to her miscarriages, but I also feel like she had no right to yell at me right after I gave birth. My boyfriend is on my side, but the rest of the family says I should apologize to F. So am I the asshole? I mean, she did not know the nurse would give her the baby. I'm not sure how. Why the whole family is against her? Like, it's not like she held on to it as per this post. She did not hold on to the baby for like longer periods of time. I'm not even sure if the first skin to skin plays a vital part in the baby and the mother. I'm not sure. I'm not a mother. Let's just move on to the. This is also from the subreddit Am I the Asshole? So, am I the asshole for loading kids up on sugar at my 6-year-old son's birthday party when the other parents just dropped them off? This past weekend, we hosted a birthday party for my son, male 6. Standard setup, park location, party games, balloons, snacks, cake. We had some cookies, lollies, and drinks available. Water, juice, and yes, Coke. Pretty formal stuff for kids' party, nothing extreme. Here's the thing. Most parents just dropped their kids off and left. Some didn't even say hi or check in, just handed the kid over and took off. Again, I don't mind hosting, but if you're not going to stay, I would assume you trust what's on offer. Now, a couple of those same parents are apparently complaining that we loaded their kids with sugar and gave them Coke. One mom said her kid was bouncing off the walls and that we were irresponsible. But here's what gets me. Every kid who was offered Coke said they were allowed to have it. Not one mentioned any restrictions, allergies, or preferences. Meanwhile, my own son doesn't like fizzy drinks or juice, he only drinks water or milk. So it's not like I was pushing anything on him or anyone else. The food and the drink were just there, help yourself style. If someone had mentioned their kid wasn't allowed soft drink, I would have obviously, absolutely respected that. But I can't read minds, and if you don't stay at the party or say anything about dietary restrictions, can you really be upset after? So, am I the asshole for micromanaging what the other kids ate and drank at a party where their own parents weren't present? Not the asshole. That's straight up. That's like common sense. I fear.